If a man says this one thing, he's gonna bolt. Hello, I'm Francesca, love dating and relationships coach. And today I'm going to share with you the one thing that when a man says it means your relationship is on borrowed time. So what is this mysterious, crazy thing? It's pretty simple and it can be subtle. So a lot of times women tend to overlook this. What is it? If a man says anything along the lines of, I don't deserve you, you're too good for me, he's telling you right then and there that at some point he's gonna bolt. So whilst you want to admire and respect your partner, that is healthy. You want to, I admire my partner because of their integrity, because of their curiosity, they're artistic, et cetera, but that you're too good, I don't deserve you, comes from a space of less than. And men never stay in a relationship where they feel less than. So they're basically giving you the heads up. So if you hear that, just know what's coming. And it's interesting because that's putting somebody on a pedestal. And a lot of times in my experience, when I have seen and heard men say that, they're usually going through some type of struggle. There's something going on in their personal life. There's an issue, a challenge they're dealing with. And it can also indicate a level of low self-esteem, low self-love. And if they feel that, also know that a person can only love you to the degree that they love themselves. So if they're saying, I have like very low self-esteem, low self-love, that's an indicator that they can't love you above that amount that they give themselves. And is that the relationship that you really want? Probably not, right? So a lot of times men will say that they're planting the seed. They're basically telling you what's going to happen, right? And one of three things normally does happen, and it's just a matter of time. The first thing they'll do is they'll just ghost, just disappear. It doesn't matter if you've been dating, 3 months, 6 months, a year. At some point, they'll just thin air, and you'll never get the closure that society kind of tells you and that you think that you need. The second thing they'll do is they'll just break up with you. And they'll usually use that as an excuse. Oh, you deserve someone better. I'm not good enough for you. You're so blah, 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 blah. And while I think on the one hand, yes, women and anybody wants to hear that they're admired, that they're appreciated, the good qualities about themselves, when it comes from that kind of space, it can be manipulative and a little victim-y. And then the third thing that can happen that they'll do is they will start to behave in a way, basically violating boundaries, not communicating like they used to. They will change their behavior to basically force you to break up with them because they don't want to be the bad guy. And then they can, because if it's coming from that victim stance, and then they can say, see, I told you I wasn't good enough for you. So those tend to be there may be another behavior, but in my experience, those are usually the top 3 things that will happen. So if you hear that, I invite you to sit with that and then ask your partner, well, what do you mean by that? How do you see this? Do you not see this as a partnership? And try to have an open conversation and just listen. Don't try to interject. Don't try to pacify or make him feel better immediately. Because a lot of times women, we want to nurture, like, oh, no, but you're so blah, 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 blah. And honestly, that's truly not going to have any deep effect at all on how he views himself, because it's all about how he views himself at that point in time. And you deserve a relationship that is a true partnership, where somebody views you as a partner, as an equal, where there isn't this inequality, this better than, worse than, deserve, don't deserve. Those aren't healthy behaviors. And I also want to point out that that is different than somebody expressing appreciation for their partner and saying, "Ah, you're so good to me," and appreciating like a kind gesture that your partner has done. That's different than, "You don't deserve me, you're too good for me." And I think some men can use that, like I said, as a manipulation, and then they can love bombing can go along with that. There might be some underlying narcissistic tendencies. So I hope that this video was insightful and that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had a relationship or dated somebody where they said that to you and what the end result was. I'd be curious to know. And give this video a thumbs up, a like, click subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you are always notified when my videos go live. And until next time, more love vibes to come.